that split second. You just give him a shot on net. That was a hell of a touch. By the way, Chatty, you were really good this game, dude.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I think it's starting to stick a little bit.
Okay, yeah, left side. Supporting rotation. Okay, now you fixed it. Now it's good. Yeah, good. Now it's fine. Double touch.
Wait, go back.
That's
When you're
fine.
saying supporting rotation, you're talking about that circle. So, what here should tick me off to go? Okay, start rotating. Is it you?
Okay, so you could do either or. So look, it's a disposition because it's a double commit, right? So you're looking for midfield, so you go and you push up. I think that's what you're looking for, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is I'm landing at 50, the guy's still in the air, so it's like, oh, fuck. Well, we're not really going to get much. So at that point, what we do is I like to run with my second, because that's where the play is going to occur anyway, okay? It's going to, the pass doesn't come from the 1 to 2, right, from me to you. It comes from the 2 to 3, which is MTC to you. You get that? Okay.
Yeah.
So then that changes everything, because now, one, layers don't work, but also, two, you're going to chill like this. You're going to wait. And then when he gives it up like that, now you can split off. And he's going to beat. Boink. And now you get, I wouldn't even bet that. That should be a fucking freebie if they're going to go for that.
This is a bit of a bad example, but what I'm trying to really illustrate within this is that, first of all, Chatty that went up for it when Goldmoon wanted to split midfield should have been dusting him. So Goldmoon would have been justified in coming out. But the idea is roughly the same, that when you're covering midfield, you're just basically looking to retrieve wherever that ball is going to go next. Or if it lands in their half and you're going to get beat, you're just forcing. So you just play the one, you bait the release, and from there you have the whole field to work with. Whoever's back is going to be able to take possession. That's the general idea.
Does that answer your question?
Kind of. It was more of like, so my understanding of when you're saying support, or is it supporting still because you're rotating ball side?
Okay.
And
I got the
and
answer.
I'm playing opposite side.
There's two different things you can do. There's an offensive rotation which says that you go mid and you cut like right here where that pad is, and then one is the defensive rotation. Okay. Defensive. So the defensive rotation would be, it's like, is anything going to appear in the midfield? Well, he's up, he has boost after, you could check 2, and then right around here you're looking, and you're like, nothing's happening. So then we know, okay, well, nothing's going to occur on the right side, right? It's going to come into the left, right? We can see that the ball's on the we're attacking, so we're facing blue net. Ball's on the left side, right? And you got Tezaku Tezukako is now going to hit it there. So now we need to support the next guy where the ball's going to go. So now we start the defensive rotation. So the rotation is to simply be here and then rotate into second man. But the way we do it is we check deep and then go in. That's the way we do it.
And could you re-elaborate what like I get the check deep, but like what am I quickly scanning for when I check deep?
This.
It's either A or B. This is what the correct rotation looks like. Here's an example. And you can see it here in my rotation. I'm supporting the guy in front of me. I'm playing on a half turn. I'm ready to receive the ball and play it forward. But you can see that I'm not throwing my eggs all in one basket here,
i.e. the layering system, which is throwing all your eggs in one basket.
trying to pre-jump this play. Ideally, I want to nail myself in the perfect position, but I just have no idea where this ball is going to go or whether or not my teammate is actually going to hit this 50-50, which he may get beat. So better to just play supporting right here, right on this diagonal. And then if he lands a fat clear, if my teammate wins this, I'll be looking to match the second man on the front post. If he loses this, it'll just go right into me.
See? Have you seen this?
I have not seen this.
Okay. Does that make sense though?
Yeah, I see it there.
Okay, yeah. It's literally monkey see, monkey do. It's nothing crazy. At that point, then you just play supporting that he basically forces the next guy in the rotation, and then you go. And then if he happens to get possession, so the idea is this: who has possession, right? So it'd be if blue has possession, support him because he's gonna force.
You're on the YouTube screen.
Fuck. Thank you. You support him because he's going to force. He's going to be the one, right? So he needs to bait the release into you. And you need to hit it forward. Very important, okay? So
check deep is playing for a deep clear?
Yes.
Got it.
Right? But that check deep doesn't really apply if we have possession. But, however, it's interchangeable. Because it could happen and it could occur. And we see this with that SSG JNAPS clip where he, checks mid and then he goes sideline. Because it looks like he's going to go mid, right? Chicago, he lands a volley. It looks like it's going to go mid. Then he sees it's just an empty floater, and he knows that his second man on front post, so he's just going to, so he checks mid. JNAPS, he checks mid, and it's never mind. Comes around. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's how you handle this. If we have possession, you can maybe look mid for something. I wouldn't force it, though. I would wait. because again, you have their 1 to 3 and their guy that's usually back post wherever it is, you know, that are really fucking on the ball. And if you're square with it, that means they're out of your frame, which means you can't see their speed, and usually they're quicker. So A, you have a misjudgment on time, and you are able to see whether or not you're actually beating him in the first place to be able to even go up. So you get confused as a player. Holy shit, this is a gem. Am I fucking recording right now? I am recording. Dude, what a fucking gem.
Alright.
This is such a fucking gem. Holy shit. Wow. Thank you, Goldmoon. Okay, that's another one. Okay, so this is why it's also another thing where playing there and, you know, having the ability to be wide in the first place is such a huge advantage because it allows us to see and allows us to judge our spacing. Because if we have a little bit of a wider field of view and they're not in that frame, you're probably matching them if you want to try and go for it. And then you can try to gentleman's handshake, you know, which is, hey, chess match. Whose schlong is bigger? Oh, mine is because I beat you. Done. You know what I mean? It's like it's a mini game. That's all it is. It's a series of mini games. You know, and coaches will be like, oh, you need good ones players because good ones players will beat everybody. Not at all. Not at all. Because then they do those shit rotations and they don't have a brain, you know, and then you get all kinds of problems and there's just a lot of compensation maneuvers, defense is off, all that shit, right? So you end up in a lot of problems later. But coaches are correct in the sense that it is kind of a series of 1v1s. Yes and no at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you're playing the supporting. If they have possession, support, check deep for clear because he's going to go and you must hit this forward. It is imperative. If you hit it square, you got a guy that's coming right for you. And you need to hit this double, hit it behind him if he does, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they got a guy that's supporting, and they're looking. If you know, so you got to hit it forward. Buy yourself time, and then if you have possession, maybe you could split. But even then, it's kind of awkward. Not yet, I would say. Not until you know you could choke them a little bit on like 2-3 sustains, and then they're low boost, and now you can start looking for some midfield. But you know, that's really advanced. We'll get into that. We're almost there.